the brainchild of Michael Owen Production. It aims to seek out and award the most popular song of the year. Now, the campaign brings all 18 SABC radio stations together, and each radio station encourages their listeners to vote for a favorite song, which should be on that particular station's playlist. Now, the artist who wins the Summer Song title walks away with a Kia motor vehicle to the value of 250,000 Rand and a 150,000 Rand cash prize. Now, to chat some more about this exciting national campaign, we do have in studio Mr. Owen Ndlovu of Michael Owen Productions. Good afternoon, Owen, and thank you for your time on the SABC News
Thank
Desk.
you very much for having me.
Owen, a few days away from New Year, tell us how this idea of the Summer Song campaign was conceived. We understand you are the brainchild behind it. How did it all come together?
Thank you very much for having me once more time, and also thank you to the viewers. The SABC Summer Song started last year, which is in 2015. The aim was to put all these radio stations together. Many people don't understand that SABC has 18 radio stations because of you've got the big five, your 5FM, Metro, Kozi. Now we said instead of other radio stations having their own song of the year, let's combine all the radio stations as SABC to come together and vote together for one song. So I'm very excited that we tested it last year and it worked very, very well, and Nathi Mankai won it.
All right, Owen, I've got to interrupt you there. I do understand that Radio Sonder Grenses Derek Gardner is joining us from the studios in Auckland Park. Very exciting. Now, the RSG is one of the 18 radio stations that are running the Summer Song campaign. So let's cross over to Derek Gardner from RSG.
Hi, nice to join you here from RSG, and we're very excited about the competition. I must tell you that we had so many SMSs. I'm sitting here with figures. I know Kozi FM had 105,000 SMSs, and we're standing at 48,000, which is quite a lot. But Etienne, he was one of the guys, he's with me in the studio, who was actually driving it live on air.
Yeah, it was a very successful competition once we launched it, actually. Every Friday on the midday show we would give away 5,000 Rand, and this is just for people voting for their favourite song. And that's the fun part about it, was seeing everyone's choice and then selecting one number, phoning that person and telling them, listen, you have just won 5,000 Rand. But that's not where it ends for that person, obviously. They also go into the draw for that Kia Picanto worth 250,000 Rand. And, you know, in order to, we had to explain this to them as well, in order to go into contention for that prize, the song that they voted for had to be popular over 5 different radio stations, and that makes it very interesting in terms of what they started selecting after we explained that part to them as well.
And just very proud of RSG's audience. I must say that we've got a much smaller audience than some of the bigger stations, getting like the 105,000 SMSs. And if you work it out percentage-wise, ours is really huge. And I think our loyal listeners, they really want to win this car. And also they really want to be a part of getting this top song appointed, the Summer Song, on SABC. And we're holding thumbs that the right person will win the car.
Thank you, Derek and Etienne, our RSG DJs, joining us from our studios in Auckland Park. It's also wonderful for our viewers to really get a chance to see what happens behind the scenes at our radio stations, and of course, radio having a phenomenal reach, being the most consumed media in the country and on the continent right now. Tell us more on how, Owen, back to you, on how the voting works. We understand that 18 radio stations involved. How do listeners go ahead and cast their vote for their favorite song?
Kashni, I'm so excited right now to see RSG because of last year it was amazing. Nathi Mankai won it with the track Nomvula.
Yes.
And that track got to be played on all 18 platforms, including RSG. So you can't believe that the closest song was voted on RSG as well, because of the song to win must at least have appeared on 5 radio stations. It's as simple as that. Every radio station has been given a code. RSG, fortunately, being RSG has got RSG, Ukhozi has got UKZ, and then Metro MTR. So you SMS the short code of that particular radio station, the name of your artist that you favor, and the name of the song to SMS number 33175. So you just say UKZ for Ukhozi or RSG for RSG, the name of the song, artist to 33175. And also the listener, Kashni, they get to win a car as well.
Yes.
It's not only about the artist wins a car and the listener wins a car, but the artist also wins 150,000 in cash. And this thing goes down now to Durban, actually in Richards Bay, whereby on the 31st of December we'll have a big concert where this winning artist will be revealed, and it will be live on SABC 1, 12 o'clock midnight.
All right, Owen, we do understand that there aren't any judges, there isn't any judging panel or anything like that. So it's done purely by public vote?
There's no panel of judges, there's no genre. You can vote for any song. You don't have to worry whether it's kwaito or house music. Any song can win. For an example, right now, the big artist that is leading is Maskandi, followed by house music. So there's a whole lot of mix, and there's also gospel artists in there. So any artist has win. You've got to be popular. It's got to be the song that is being sung all over in the shipins, in the taverns, in the clubs, everywhere in the corridors, and the song that is leading right now.
And it's got to have wide-reaching appeal, because I understand that it's got to have dominated at least 5 SABC radio stations.
Correct. We're talking a crossover song. It must be so good that music, like we know, is universal. If you're on RSG, you must be able to understand it and hear it's good music. And if it's on Ukhozi, it must be good music as well. Like Latin music, if you listen to Spanish music, you can tell that it's good music even though you don't understand the lyrics like me.
Yes. Now, in the past, each SABC radio station independently chose its own song, and at the end of the year, they played that track at midnight on December 31st. Now, last year, we decided to do things a little bit differently. Why is that?
It's because of we wanted to unify SABC. All our radio stations, all 18 of them, they fall under one umbrella, which is SABC. Now we're saying, it's fine, you've been doing that traditionally, but now let's come together and join forces and select one song of the best from the SABC. So all the votes from different radio stations, we're going to put them on a pot, count them together, and the biggest number of votes will win the song of the year. It is as simple as that. We're trying to unify all the radio stations of the SABC. We're from the big family, 18 stations coming together as one. If you win there, you will win anywhere in the world.
All right, we've had a phenomenal response from RSG and Ukhozi, but what's been the response like from other radio stations across the country?
Well, the support is amazing. Last year we had Ikwekwezi doing very well as a small station. So this year we're seeing small stations like True FM also coming and competing, and our radio stations and the musicians are promoting themselves. They're fighting because of they want to push votes. But I must say, honestly, RSG has shocked us. They're competing very well in terms of numbers. Of course, Ukhozi has got a big advantage because of they've got more listeners. But yeah, every station is doing very well. Metro FM, this year they even did their own promo internally. They used the voice, the American voice, to make sure that they push the promo. So every station is taking part, and it's very exciting. This year is very exciting.
It's also a wonderful opportunity for audiences and listeners nationwide to actually connect with their national broadcaster.
Correct. Most of all, we want to thank the listeners of SABC. SABC has got more than 40 million people. But we always leave them behind when it's time for decision making. We say this time, be the judges and don't only judge, because of normally you pay to buy the CDs empowering the artists. Let's say thank back to you now. We're going to give you an opportunity to vote, and also we're going to say thank you with a brand new Kia Picanto that we're going to be giving to the lucky listener next year.
It's also a great platform for local artists, especially to showcase their work. Well, what was the response like from artists when you first engaged them on this campaign from the national broadcast? Amazing.
We've got our sister station, Metro FM, that is doing the Metro FM Awards. Normally it's big stars that shine, and you've got Summer Awards as well. Big stars shine. But when you look now at the SABC Summer Song is different. Last year it was won by the newcomer, new artist that has never been recorded before, Nati Mankai. This year also you've got 2 artists that are likely to win it. There is Mroza is singing Maskande, and you've got a gentleman from the north, Mroza. It's Mroza from KwaZulu-Natal, and then in the north you've got Oscar Bora Moreki, King Monada. Those are 2 new artists that they've never recorded before, and I can tell you now, mark my words, one of the 2 will be there in the mix.
Wonderful. Before I let you go, Owen, I just want to touch quickly on that huge bash planned for Richards Bay on the KZN North Coast this weekend. We do understand that the winning artist will actually be flown out there to perform live.
To be quite honest, what we've done, we've joined forces with TV license this time to say it's easy. If you just have your valid TV license, just SMS your valid number to SMS number 33175 and be the part of the experience down in Richards Bay. It's a big bash. All artists will be there. Black Cough will be there. Babe Sotumo, we've got big lineup. AKA also is going to be there to perform there. So we're flying a lucky listener down to Richards Bay. All expenses paid. Accommodation, flight, and the VIP treatment. For 2 days, you're coming back on the 2nd by only having your TV license. So it pays to have your TV license. As simple as that. Keep paying your TV license, and we're going to say thank you to you in this fashion.
All right, very quickly, one last look at the screen behind me. All you have to do to win a brand new Kia Picanto, airtime, gift vouchers, and even be flown down to Richards Bay and KZN for that fabulous show on this weekend, I understand. All you have to do is SMS your valid TV license number. That's to the number 33175 to vote for the name of the artist or the leading
that's
song.
Winning for the TV license.
For the TV license.
But for the song, you just SMS 33175 without your TV license.
Just the title of the song.
Yes, that's where you win a Kia Picanto car.
Oh, I see.
So if you select the right song out of this 5.
Airtime and gift vouchers.
Correct.
Wonderful stuff, Owen. Well, that was Owen Ndlovo from Michael Owen Productions joining us in studio. Thank you so much for your time. Time to take a short break. I'll be back with more news after this.